It's Friday. Hey, what's up everyone? It is finally Friday. It's been a decent week. Let's just hope today goes by as quickly as the rest of the week and we can enjoy the weekend. So as promised, I brought my video game stuff that I picked up last week at the world's largest garage sale. Just wanted to kind of show you what I've got. I've never really done one of these videos. I know I've always talked about wanting to do haul videos, whether for when I was going on like a crazy clothing shopping spree or something else. And now I'm finally going to do it. I've got everything here in front of me. So let's get things started. First off, world's largest garage sale was an awesome time. Cannot wait to go back. First is Dragon Quest Monsters Joker. It's a game for the DS. I'm not huge into DS games, and I've never played this game before. I think it's along the lines of Dragon Warrior. It's got the same monsters from Dragon Warrior from Nintendo, from the NES, like old OG Nintendo. It was a little kid at a garage sale. He had it set up outside of his house. I'm pretty sure his dad was just teaching him the economics and stuff like that, and running a business. Saying take the money, now you give him the change and give him the game. So that was pretty cool to see. The kid had tons of dragons. Apparently the kid loved dragons, so that's probably why he had this game in the first place, just because it had the name Dragon on it. So that was 75 cents. I wasn't going to really be like, alright kid, give me this game for 50 cents. So it was cool. He had some random games. That one I just picked up because it was 75 cents. Other ones were, some were as high as 10 bucks, and I was like, I don't need this game. I'm like, I'm just going to pick this up because it's a DS game at 75 cents. Might as well do it. Down the road from that house was this game. They're great games. They're fun. They're good pick up and play games. And I don't have... I think I may have it for the PS1. I don't think I have a legitimate... I don't know. But it's really bright, so I apologize for that. This is Rayman Advance. Rayman's a great game. Like I said, it's a fun pick up and play game. And the reason it's a fun pick up and play game, especially now, is because at another garage sale, the one that I was talking about yesterday, I picked this up, Game Boy Advance SP. I believe this is a... this is an OG01. It's not a 101, but it's still in great shape. I mean, there's like no scratches on it. It's in pretty good condition. Picked this up for... Oh, sorry. So I picked up the Rayman game for $1. This was also $1. And I had to grab it just because it already had a game in it, so I wasn't going to fight it. And this was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Battle Nexus. Another great game to just pick up and play, because it plays a lot like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, or from the arcade or from the Nintendo NES. So I picked this up just because it's nice to have. I already have an SP, but it's beat. It's in terrible shape. That one I got for free because I found it at the mall. It was kind of just sitting in the arcade, just sitting on an arcade game, obviously left there by someone, unfortunately. So I grabbed that. I took that. That one had Zelda, I think the Four Swords in it, so I already had a copy of that game, so I gave it to a coworker at the time. So I picked this up for $1. This was at a great garage sale. I could tell, that's the one I was talking about yesterday. They obviously had a teenage son. The mom was just like, yeah, games are $1. So I picked that up, and then I also picked up Stuntman Ignition. This was just $1. I figure, for $1, it'll be great for just picking up and playing once in a while when I'm bored. So I grabbed that. They also had a PSP at this garage sale. This is what I was saying. I wish I grabbed it. If I could have gotten it for another $1, I probably would have grabbed it, but I've got a PSP Go, so I really don't need the PSP and all the discs and everything that it comes with. So I didn't grab it. I wish I did. It would have been, especially if it was just $1. I mean, if she was like, yeah, it's $5, I probably wouldn't have bought it just because I don't really need it. I really haven't lost sleep over it, so I'm not worried about it. Next, I bought this one from a guy, Damien, I knew. He used to have a store up where the world's largest garage sale is. He doesn't have the store anymore, but he still sells games once in a while online. So I picked this up. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters for the Sega Genesis. a great game. I remember renting this for the Nintendo Entertainment System for the NES back in the day when I was a kid, and it was just a cool game. You know, especially as a kid, I'd never seen a fighting game before, so that was like a great experience for me. I remember renting it back when another family would come over and we'd go to their houses every once in a while for like get-togethers where the parents would hang out and I'd hang out with the kids, Matt and Chris, and that was just, I remember they came over to our house and we had rented the game so we could play it, and it was just like amazing to be playing a fighting game. I'd never really seen one, so it was really cool. So got this for this and a Super Nintendo game, Bases Loaded. I didn't bring that with me because it's really not a game I'm going to keep. I'm going to trade it in for other reasons, so I'm going to get rid of that game. But picked these two games up for $5 for the both of them. Not bad. So really $2.50. I'll say $2.50 for this. Or really the other game I would consider free because I don't really need it. So this is a cool game. Then let's see. I'm not doing this in any particular order. This I got from another store that had set up a tent. Not really great games, but they're games I wanted for one reason or another. First was Evolution Skateboarding for PlayStation 2. You know, when you consider Tony Hawk and how great of a game the Tony Hawk series is, this one really kind of falls off. Picked it up just because I like skateboarding games. I know it's not as bad as some of the other skateboarding games that had come out, but I figured, you know what, I might as well pick it up because I got them both for $5, so combined, so $2.50 each. And then Disaster Report for the PlayStation 2. I've always wanted this game as well, just because it's an interesting concept, and really now it's a concept that's kind of been used in other games. I think that I'm Alive game kind of feels like this, just because you're walking around in a destroyed environment. So I've been wanting to try this out for a long time, so I'm glad I picked it up for just a couple bucks. Getting down to the last few games that I had. Again, I know I kind of showed some of the better stuff at the beginning. So this is just The Sims for PlayStation 2. Nothing special about it. They had $2 on it. I was like, I'll give you $1 for it, just because it's The Sims. It's kind of goofy. Whether or not I'll give it a full playthrough, I'm not sure. Just because I know Sims 3 is out now, and this is just the first one, and it's on PlayStation, so I don't know how limited it is compared to being on a PC. Alright, so now my last four games. Someone had just a random box of DVDs, but there was a couple games mixed in with it, and it said, I think they were $3 each or 4 for $10. So I was like, you know, I'll grab some stuff, especially because there was a Genesis game in there, and I'm a huge Sega Genesis fan. I love collecting for Sega Genesis. So I'll show you what I got. First was Uncharted 2 for PlayStation 3. I've always wanted to play the Uncharted games. Don't have any of them, so I grabbed that one. I don't think I need to play them in order, so if I ever get the chance, I'll play that. Then I've got Paperboy for the N64. It's not a terribly great game, but I was a huge fan of Paperboy when it was on the NES. I don't have it for the NES yet, so I still need to get that. But I figured, you know, if I can just grab it for a couple bucks, it's a cool game. It's because, again, they just had some random NES or N64 games. So I was like, I don't really know what to grab here. And I was like, I always wanted Paperboy for N64, so I was like, you know, I might as well get it. Also, I got Turok 2 Seeds of Evil for N64. Like I said, those were probably the two best games in there. There was a Mario 64 in with it, but the lady wouldn't sell it in with the 4 for $10 because she wanted to sell that with the N64 system she had. So I was like, whatever, I don't need it. Now my final game that was in this 4 for $10, and my final game overall for this video was Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse for the Sega Genesis. This was, again, part of the 4 for $10, so it was only a couple bucks. But what was great about it, it was complete. So, I mean, it's got cartridges in great shape. Booklet has definitely seen better days. The staple came out off the cover, so this kind of slips out. But it's all there. And the cartridge, again, is in pretty decent shape. Just some dust on it, so it's obviously just been sitting somewhere. but I don't have this, and now I think I have most of all the Disney games for the Sega Genesis. So awesome finds. I think in total I got 14 games for 15 bucks. I think it was. I think I counted out. So not bad. I think I did really decent. So I'm happy about that. I'll definitely do more of these videos as I do more garage sales and stuff. Of course, garage sale season's over now that we're entering fall. But not a big deal. This has definitely been my longest video in a long time, but once again, that's a haul video, so what do you expect? So have a great weekend. Hopefully I'll be sharing news of the new YouTube channel that I'm working on next week, because I shot a whole video from Garage Sale Weekend that will be on the new channel and kind of debuting what's going on there, and I'll talk to you about that. Hopefully next week, because I'll get that video edited and up online for you to check out. So have a great weekend. I'll show you. Here's, so I mean, oh man, so that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of games for just a few bucks. So had a great weekend. It was so much fun. So let's hope this weekend, while I'm not doing any game hunting, who knows, maybe I'll still find something somewhere. So have a great day. I will see you soon. And of course, if you've got games, you can send them my way. I won't argue that. Alright, have a great weekend. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Alright, later. Bye.